When did you meet my brother Bruno? We served in the same brigade and I owed him my life. He put himself in danger, dragging me away from the battlefield when I was injured, but was not so lucky himself. We've dedicated far too much time to the men already, both in our thoughts and our stories. Our wife is such a bitch. I'm sorry, but that's my brother. Hello everybody and welcome to episode 17, I believe it is, of We the Revolution. Today we are going to have a look at Marie-Sylvie Page, the daughter of the mayor of Paris. She's been accused of the cold-blooded murder of Beatrice Caron. If you remember her, she is the lady that killed her lover, the lover we made attack her, unfortunately. Yeah, so that happens. Like we tried to flip her lover on her. That's kind of what happened. We do have two news. Let's have a quick look around it because it's been a while for me since the last recording session. We do have a very good standing with everyone. We do have some reputation. It's actually a little bit lower than it used to be, but that's okay. We got St. G's lying enemy at the quarters. Both of them will end after today. We got good relations with the sun and a position in the hierarchy. Now, we do have two news here. Both as an individual and a representative of the National Convention, I am deeply saddened by your son's death and wish to offer my condolences. Maximilian Robespierre said that. Okay. Oh, those are all condolences messages. The God is at your service, says Henriot. Have the first one of the authors is sure responsible for the attack on your family. Oh, really? Now, that is interesting. So it's Robespierre, Gobel. Times like these, we can only entrust ourselves in God's will. We pray for our family. Who could have done something so terrible? I shall meet you soon, my friend, says Jacques-Louis David. I cannot describe how sad I am by the hideous crime on your family. France is by your side, George Danton, and the guard is at your service. Okay, one of them is going to do it. And I am sorry, but Blair Roy took his life in prison. Poor thing, he cut his wrist somehow. It seems there will be no trial. Okay, that's somewhat of an issue though. Okay, so that is now here? No. That's just a fact now. Was that was the lover of my wife, right? Alright. Let's have a look here. Marie-Sylvie Page, daughter of the mayor of Paris, has been accused of the cold-blooded murder of Beatrice Caron. The arrest was made in the abandoned house on Rue Saint-Marie, where the defendant supposedly copulated with the victim many times. The shack was perfectly suited for trysts intended to be kept secret. The detention took place with the personal assistance of Judge Fidelet. According to the guard, the defendant was found standing over the deceased with a blood-stained kitchen knife in her hand. Ascertained to be the murder weapon, the defendant put up no resistance during her arrest. Investigators have established the defendant and the victim knew each other for a long time. They were seen together often. However, acquaintances of the defendant suggest that she preferred not to boast about her father's position or even her real name. Beatrice, on the other hand, in the absence of the defendant, allegedly bragged about, excuse my language, monsieur le judge, she bragged about having often fucked the defendant. I suspect this is just the silly prattle of a young girl. Nonetheless, I am reporting what I have learned. There are plenty of assumptions and gossip in this case. Beatrice had some connections with the Muscadins, but we were unable to learn anything of value from them. Rumor has it she was very much like this mob of delinquents, young, unruly, disrespectful of authority, and depraving the sober-minded youth. At the same time, she usurped the right to call herself a defender of the people. Beatrice was a Muscadin to the core, and it would appear the defendant wished to become much the same. We do have the case file. Marie, I have been betrayed by your world. I've become a traitor, an Austrian bitch, and somehow must pay for the shame and pain. That person is you. Come to our place in the evening with 3,000 francs. If you do not, I will tell everyone that you are a spy too, and you will be called a treacherous whore, just as I am now. Okay, we made her sign a confession that she's an Austrian spy, so this is on us. But she tried to blackmail her. Everyone wants her dead, including our family, the revolutionary common folk. The aristocrats want her alive. We have a quick look over it. The death penalty would actually max out the revolutionaries. If we acquit her, that would put us in very bad standing with the common folk. Also, I kind of don't want to acquit her. I mean, I kind of don't want to kill her because I feel like we've wronged her. with what we did. But she still murdered her. Like, I get that she was heartbroken after what we did, but she still committed murder. Let's not forget that. Let's look in the hierarchy here real quick. There's two new people. We got Gobel and Hebert. Gobel, the Archbishop of Paris, and another chameleon of French politics, faced with the revolution. He sided with the reformers, swore allegiance to the state, and by doing so turned his back on the Pope. Probably the most powerful Parisian after Robespierre. He avoided the limelight, preferring to attack his enemies from behind the scenes. His network of spies surrounds the city, and there is no hiding from it. Okay, and let's have a quick look who Hebert is. A politician and journalist, he has dubbed himself the representative of the sans-culottes and the voice of the people. He wins their hearts with Le Père du Gesne. I give up. I surrender to this word. I surrender. A newspaper. I'm gonna call it Duchy. Le Père Duchy. A newspaper that he publishes, which is famous for its coarse language and messages suitable for the lowest social classes. He specializes in harassing defiant clergymen for a tribune of the plebs. He dresses in a surprisingly sumptuous fashion. Alright, let's get started on you. Oh, Marie-Solie Peche, a daughter, yes we know. Alright, I forgot to do this. Let's see, 3,000 francs. The motive. Cold blood murder is the accusation. Abandoned house is the crime scene? Judge's assistance, I don't know, knife in her hand is accusation? No resistance would be an extenuating circumstance. We can click on it again, so that's her personality. Concealing is accusation? And motive? Personality? Intimate relationship is personality? Yes, because your relationship is your personality. And blackmail is the extenuating circumstance? It's also the motive. It's both, kinda. Okay, it was the circumstance. We don't actually need to ask something because we know she's guilty. Like, what can she possibly say? What questions do we need answered? Did the defendant confess to the crime? Was her act counter-revolutionary in nature? Did the defendant confirm being sexually involved with the victim? And where did the accused get the murder weapon? Let's get started with why did you choose the particular place to murder the victim? It was not me who chose the place, but Beatrice, and I had no intention of murdering anyone. There would be no witnesses to the crime there. A crime was committed every time we met there. A crime of misallegiance, a crime of sex and bodies. We relied on having no witnesses. Oh, so that's already the first question we have there. Agreed. So they did in fact, well, how was it put? Repeatedly fuck or whatever she said. Excuse my language there. You offered no resistance during the arrest. Why were you so calm? I know what I have done, and I do not deny a thing. Are you aware that the punishment will be fatal for crimes such as this? Perhaps you should have tried to save yourself. Our family's reputation has been tarnished by these accusations against my father, the person whom Beatrice turned out to be a blackmailer. What would I save? My life? You mean you murdered this woman in cold blood because she hurt your family? She's not even denying it. What a fool. You murdered a good friend. The knife went into her as it would into any stranger. Oh my god, she's dead inside. Like, she's just a cold-blooded murderer at this point. She does not care at all anymore. I speak without any trace of emotion. How is that possible? When I received Beatrice's letter, my heart turned to ice, and I saw the true colors of the world: treachery, egoism, ruthlessness. She's young, rich, and foolish. No, she's heartbroken. There's a difference, and we kinda did that to her. Where did you get the knife? I know we need to ask that. We need to cook bread sometimes when we're hungry. I had taken it before and it was just lying around. Did you plan this crime in advance? No, I said, well, anyone listen to me. I said I'd take the kitchen knife from my house to be able to... I bet it was all silver. I heard the mayor was a rich man. Well, he probably was, but if you get stabbed, unless you're a werewolf, you probably don't care about that much about whether it was silver or metal that just pierced your heart. Well, what difference does it make? What I say if your minds are close to my words? Oh shit, bitch. Good response. Good response. You understand the system. Tribade, fricatrice. I don't know what that means. Do not dare to offend the people. I think the people want to be offended. I think they want to be offended at this point. What if the owner had returned during arrest and handed the murder weapon to me? How long have you been schoolly pooping? For 1 year. It started. Do we have to listen to these perverted effusions? Tinville. I'm asking a question. Okay, you don't get to choose what I'm asking, Tinville. The prisoner has the right to defend herself. If her testimony is too much for you, Prosecutor Tinville, I can finish this trial by myself. I will stay. What a pity, Tinville. I would have loved to see you leave. I asked the defendant to continue. It started. No, I don't want to expose my things to those who believe them to be something against nature. You have already likened me to an animal. Your testimony could help in. Yes, I killed Beatrice because I am a degenerate monster. Freak, is that what you want to hear? That's right, monster. Why am I allowing hecklers in my courtroom? Shouldn't I be sending them out? Order! Order! You know what I mean? Then the rest handed the water weapon to me. I gave it to the right person. Please explain. And then after the head butcher of the city, a man who knows that the instrument was meant for him. He will smell blood long after my death. There was a trust with a half mixed up her head. No, no. You will remember my words, Judge Fidele. This knife will get you one day. The defendant is trying to intimidate the judge. Oh, wow. I'm actually surprised she's not trying to out me. Does she know I'm the one behind all of this? I don't think I need to ask any of this. Do you know how I learned of your meeting? We could ask that. Please describe your feelings when you got the letter from Beatrice. She doesn't have to pour her heart out. She's gonna be cold about it anyway. How would the victim have spent the money? No one cares about how the blackmailer would have spent his money. That does not matter. This could be interesting for us. It might put us in a bad limelight, but we'll see. I learned of your meeting. I began to wonder about that in the prison cell. Beatrice Garon testified she was an Austrian spy and that she kept in touch with you only to spy on your father. That is absurd. It's not easy to accept the truth. You seek to turn our affection into a mere political game. Love is on somewhat different level. Disgusting. They loved each other so much that one ended up killing the other. It is you are disgusting, you and your parochial world. The revolution has failed at opening your minds, hearts, and souls. That's true, but why does she suddenly still believe in love? She just said she was heartbroken because she understood that Beatrice was after money and not the love. So why does she now say she believes in love? I'm not going to do that. No. We can. I think we need to sentence her to death. I don't think there's an alternative for us here. Because she is a murderer. She did kill her. I've been heartbroken in my life and I didn't murder anyone. And in fact, I have murdered very few people in my life. Even though I've been hurt. So I don't think that saying, hey, this person hurt me, so I murdered her, is a valid excuse. Gerald Lucy, 70-year-old Gerald Lucy, cheated on his wife. The 70-year-old Gerald Lucy cheated on his wife with a prostitute. Furthermore, to make sure he'd managed to fulfill his desire, spent 25 francs on a potion made from cat blood. He told investigators that fusty hag told me she'd cast some spells. And it worked, asked the whore. I'm very proud of you, Gerald. I'm not gonna murder him. I'm against infidelity, obviously, and he did cheat on his wife. But I don't think I'm not going to kill a 70-year-old man because he tried to get lucky one last time. I'm not gonna do that. Not going to do that. Paul Dubisson is a snake oil salesman. He was caught selling a concoction made of human bones, promising that it would cure horiness. And not only was the panique ineffective against the loss of pigmentation, but it also led to many cases of sickness, pain, and vomiting. I can't really kill anyone for being a bad doctor, right? But then it was made of human bones. So he is desecrating graves and stuff. I don't really want to let someone go who's digging up graves. I want to believe he's digging up graves and not murdering people for it. That's a toughie. That's a toughie fluffy. You know what? Let's do this. Here we go. Probably should have let Paul go though. Yes, she confessed. It was not counter-revolutionary. She was sexually involved and she brought the murder weapon from her house. Why can't I click? For murder, sentence Marie Sylvie Page to death. It was clear from the beginning. I don't even feel sorry for her. Had you gotten yourself a man, this would have ended differently. What? Yes, of course she... Why did I say no? I know she confessed. Of course she did. She did in the very first answer. I'm such an idiot. My sincerest apologies, people. I screwed this one up big time. We'll hold a speech, why not? Speak to the common folk. Let's reveal this. I know carefree is this. Oversensitive, I know humility is light green. This is deep green, like the best answer. This is a decent answer. I think manipulation is the correct one for oversensitive. And for attached, I think manipulation was light green. I'm gonna go for aggression. Oh, aggression is very wrong. Both of those. We're gonna try careless? No, attached. What would careless fit attached? We're gonna try careless anyway. Okay, so we go careless. Well, this comic here, killing was as easy as breathing. That is how guillotining is to us. I'm so funny. Manipulation. Do not listen to them when they say you cannot read. Listen to them when they beg for mercy at the guillotine. Oh god. This is terrible. I know this is decent. We'll try careless. We'll see what happens. I don't want to see the executioner. Find me that drunkard. I will have to hire someone else. Really? Really? Careless works for attached. That is so weird. But we've satisfied the crowd. Oh, you're staring at me. Do you see a victory here? No, I absolutely don't see a victory here. I absolutely do not. Everything about this is just bad. I'm pretty sure my son was murdered somehow in this conspiracy thing. So we lost our son to it. She lost her family. She lost now her life. Her lover is also dead. I feel like all of this is bad. And I saw it coming in the beginning, which is why we didn't want to do that. When did you meet my brother Bruno? We served in the same brigade and I owed him my life. He put himself in danger, dragging me away from the battlefield when I was injured, but was not so lucky himself. We've dedicated far too much time to the men already, both in our thoughts and our stories. Our wife is such a bitch. I'm sorry, but that's my brother. I want to know, as do I. A stray bullet killed him. I never even got the chance to thank him for saving my life. I can assure you that we were friends. That's nice. Gregory Rommel versus Invader. Those are dynamic fights between two hostile armies. They include infantry, rifles, and artillery. Alright. Every generals may have different preferences regarding their tactics. Each tactic defines the way the attack or defense is they are conducted and affects the minor bonuses that your troops will receive in battle. The balance of power during battles may change. Watch the respective powers and use the information you gain to choose the right tactics. This is completely new. I have no idea how to do this. Our record clashed with the enemy and lost. They forced their way into the camp where the wounded were being tended to. We had to grab all weapons. What does this line mean? I don't know what this means. I don't seem to be able to click anywhere here. Oh, they go from the back, they go from the front. I get it. Okay, that means the damage my muskets do right now will be dealt to the back line. Am I seeing that correctly? And the damage my front line does will be dealt to their front. I feel like this game has too many mini games. I wish I was just more of a judge and less of a sudden battlefield commander. Well, they look kind of worn down. The enemy looks way better suited. Like, we're just wounded people, and like he's not even wearing shoes. Neither does he. We are ragtag here. I don't know. Suppressive fire. Suppressive fire goes on both. Okay. Let's try suppressive fire maybe. I mean, okay, this will take out the front line if possible. Let's try defense and see what happens. I'm gonna stay defensive for the beginning. Defense versus frontline assault. That sounds to me like I'm doing the right thing. I don't know. I think we're losing. I don't know. It's hard to tell, isn't it? Your brother fought like a man possessed. People were flocking to him. I think we need to stay on defense though. The problem is we're going to lose our infantry in no time, which is going to be bad. So maybe we should try to take out their infantry, but they will do. Maybe suppressive fire. I don't know. Let's try to suppressive fire. Like, if they attack us during suppressive fire, wouldn't that be a huge problem for them? Okay, we're losing our front line now. That's not good. Unless the suppressive fire does something with that. No, it doesn't. It absolutely does not. That is not good. We had faith that reinforcements were rushing to help us, but we knew they would be too late. I don't know. Since those are my shooters, I don't think I should have them. I probably should have gone suppressive fire again. God damn it. I don't think I should have them attack. I think we're losing this battle, guys. I think I screwed it up. I'm sorry. Let's hope we don't lose that. When that went right through me, I was bleeding out. My friends being fought by bullets one after another. Yeah, this is gonna end bad. We are losing. By the way, it's weird that these are called musketeers or rifles they were called earlier, when these guys quite clearly also carry their rifles. Like, we're not fighting in a Terrico here with the front line being spears and then rifles standing behind, but everyone is wearing rifles. I don't think it matters what we do. I'll stay defensive. The very first battle and we already got completely destroyed. There's no way we're winning this. You know what? Because you guys probably don't know the answer to this, I'm going to say this is a supposed to lose battle. You were never supposed to win this. I'm sure that's it. Your brother pulled me from among the dead and dragged me far from the battlefield. The moment we reached the trees, a stray bullet caught him in the back. He died almost immediately and I deserted. I thought that I should thank you, his blood, and try to pay that debt with my actions. So Bruno has paid for his sins. My son. You often said Alex is my brother. He's the only thing that matters. You must have been important to him. Alright, so we got that going. Isn't that nice? I think we need to support the construction of the statue. Not sure what I want. I'm gonna spend one day with the family and then we'll support the statue tomorrow. Let's do this one for now. I'm assuming he doesn't fall too deep because they shouldn't. So he goes up and I get the influence with the common people. Probably the best here. Or we could turn it around and make her happy. But this will drop him quite low, and I don't want Bernard to be tapped out because then we're basically losing stuff. So let's go this way instead. Oh, he is at the very top now. God damn it, we lost the influence on the revolutionary. Arrgh. Not what I wanted, not what I wanted, but he's basically at maximum loviness now. Let's see what happens here. Okay, we got rid of a dude. We got rid of a dude. They're all going down here. He's getting lost, okay. They are all taking over the section. He will... Okay, we have all the sections except for this one. Can you go up there? Yes. How about you go here and take it over? Oh, he's wounded. He got wounded. I guess we have to save him. And how about you go scout this for me? I want him close to their bruiser. They will take over this this region. We can't really stop that, but we're taking over one region from them, so that's okay. So we'll still be at the same power next turn. And we will have scouted this. So technically we are advancing. Plus he is a healing. So all of this will be fine. We do have a lot of fervor here though. So we really wanna get rid of that fervor. Let's have a quick look here. Spend more time with the family or facilitate the persuasions. I don't know what that means. Berserker will have a better starting attitude towards him. I don't know what that means. Sure, let's do it. Didn't we always want to do that? Alright, let's end the day, I think. Act 2. Hey, we've ended Act 1. Egalite. Okay. This ends Act 1. I'm assuming now comes a video? There's been so many little cutscenes. No, there's no cutscene here. There's a judge, there's a tragedy 2 streets away. People are calling for a judge. Alright. I think I'm gonna make a quick cut here, and we will do this right in the next episode. Like, I will record this right now, but because I want this, I don't want to go much over half an hour, so I think it's a good idea to make a cut here. And well, thank you for watching this episode, and I will see you on the next episode, everybody. Goodbye.